Hi there, and thank you for joining us for another tutorial. In this video, you will learn how to set up the DY-SV17F sound player module using an Arduino. This tutorial is particularly useful for projects where you want to add audio features. Before starting, make sure to gather the required components. For this setup, you will need an Arduino Uno R3 board, or any similar board with a UART port. You will also need a DY-SV17F sound module, 3 10 kilo ohm resistors, and some male to female jumper wires. The DY-SV17F module offers several unique features, such as a 5-watt amplified audio output, 4 megabytes of internal memory, and most importantly, the ability to control it through 3 methods: serial communication, digital mode, and button control. The pinout of this module is available for reference. To begin, install the Arduino IDE software on your computer. You can find the download link in the video description. Before moving on to the setup steps, it is important to familiarize yourself with the working modes of the DY-SV17F module. The module has several modes that need to be configured correctly. Please note that the I/O pins of this module are active low. In UART mode, the I/O0 and I/O1 pins function as TXD and RXD, allowing the microcontroller to control the module via serial communication. In the I/O integrated mode, 8 I/O pins are used to select audio files in binary format, enabling the selection of up to 256 separate files. Once a file is selected, if the I/O pins are not released, the same file will replay after completion. During playback, the CON3 pin functions as an output and remains high. When playback ends, this pin goes low. This mode has 2 sub-modes referred to as Mode 0 and Mode 1. In Mode 0, playback continues to the end of the file even if the I/O pins are released, while in Mode 1, releasing the pins will stop playback. In the I/O independent mode, you can select and play one of 8 audio files. This mode behaves similarly to the previous one, with Mode 0 allowing continuous playback until the end of the file, even when the pins are released, and Mode 1 stopping playback upon release. The behavior of other module functions remains the same as in the integrated mode. The standard MP3 mode makes the module function like a traditional MP3 player. In this mode, the I/O0 to I/O4 pins act as controls for next and previous track selection, play or pause, equalizer settings, and repeat mode, respectively. Before moving to the setup phase, remember an important note. The audio files stored in the module must be named using 5-digit numbers. For example, files should be named 00001.mp3, 00002.mp3, and so on up to 00255.mp3. Now let us move to the setup phase. The first mode to test is the UART mode. Refer to the wiring diagram and connect the Arduino serial pins RX and TX to the corresponding pins on the module. Make sure to connect RX to TX and TX to RX. To put the module in UART mode, connect the CON1 and CON2 pins to GND and the CON3 pin to 5 volts, using 1 kilo ohm resistors. Power the module by connecting its 5 volts and GND pins. Also, connect the speaker to the SPK plus and SPK minus pins. Before coding, download the required library for this module from the link provided in the description and install it in the Arduino IDE. Open the provided code and upload it to your Arduino board. After uploading the code to your Arduino board, the module will play audio file 00001.mp3. This process is achieved with just 3 lines of code. In the first line, the module is initialized. In the second line, the volume is set. In the third line, the module is instructed to play audio file number 1. The library includes various other commands that you can use. Check the link for more details. Next, we will set up the module in integrated mode. Follow the wiring diagram to configure the module in I/O integrated mode 0. To use mode 1, connect the CON1 pin, that is first pin of the module, to 5 volts through a 1 kilo ohm resistor. Open the corresponding code and upload it to your Arduino board. After uploading the code, the module will sequentially play audio files from 1 to 255, each for 10 seconds. In the code, pins 8 and 9 are defined as inputs to control the playback of audio files. While a file is playing, if the Arduino pin 8 is connected to GND, the module will play the next file. Similarly, connecting pin 9 to GND will play the previous file. Now, let us set up the module in independent mode. Follow the wiring diagram to configure the module in I/O independent mode 0. To switch to mode 1, connect the CON1 pin to 5 volts through a 1 kilo ohm resistor. After uploading the corresponding code, the module will play files from 1 to 8, each for 10 seconds. The behavior of pins 8 and 9 remains the same as in the previous mode. The code for this mode is similar to the one used for integrated mode. However, in independent mode, you can select and play up to 8 audio files. You can also use push buttons to control file playback in this mode. By pressing each button, you can play files numbered 00001.mp3 to 00008.mp3. Finally, let us configure the module to operate in standard MP3 mode. Follow the wiring diagram to connect the module, and note the functionality assigned to each button. This simple setup allows you to create a small MP3 player. We hope you enjoyed this video and found the content helpful. We tried to cover all the essential topics for working with the DY-SV17F module in one tutorial. We would love to see you use this versatile module in your future projects and share your results with us. Make sure to check out our other tutorials. Until next time.